It's just too much going on. You need to sell the course and give your students and clients that are coming through practical advice that they can implement. When I say practical advice, I mean stuff that they can put into practice, put into action now. Hey guys, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. Say it with me. Done is better than perfect. Master one thing at a time. Practice makes better. And this has to work. Let's get it. Hello. What's going on? Awesome party peeps. It's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. And today's topic is forget trying to make it pretty, okay? The question is, does it get results? And we talk all things premium courses online and face-to-face here on this channel, all right? If you're watching this on the Jump First Academy YouTube channel, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notifications so you know new episodes like this drop and we can hang out live, okay? Again, we talk all things premium courses, how to package your knowledge, your wisdom, your life experiences into the format of those courses and luxury coaching and mentorship programs and brands so that you can get your wisdom, your knowledge, your talents out to the world. You are not supposed to stay local. You're supposed to be global, okay? So again, if that interests you, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it today. So many people, especially new creators that I talk to, are so used to talking about, or different influencers and gurus coming online and talking about scaling courses. You cannot scale before you sell, okay? So before we start skipping steps, so many people are worried about production, the production quality of their courses. And let me put a caveat here. I love the word caveat, by the way, if you are new here, but I'm going to caveat this by saying, yes, your course should be professionally presented, okay, and professionally packaged. That has nothing to do with pretty fonts, okay? Like, as a consumer of courses, high-end luxury coaching and mentorship brands and programs, I have been in several, okay, and am in several now. However, here's the thing about it. Like, I'm not worried about when I'm consuming those programs. I am not concerned with how pretty the font is. I'm not concerned with what colors they're using. I'm not concerned with, what module goes first, second, or third. I'm concerned as a consumer with getting what it is that I need to get so I can get the results that I need to get. Okay, that's just it. So I want to put this here as a reminder. If you are creating courses, please do not concern yourself more with the production of the course, okay, than you are concerned with, is it getting your ideal clients, your dream students? Are they getting results? Because they went through your course, because they are going through your course. And once again, as a pro tip for your courses, especially premium courses, your clients and students should be getting results every single module, every single week, all right? Every single lesson that they go through. What's going on, Lawrence? It's good to see you on. I appreciate you here. Thank you. I appreciate the compliments. Let me know if you're watching this, what time it is, where you're watching from, or where you are watching from. I always like to see the global reach of these episodes. We talk all things premium courses here because I'm going to be honest with you. I am so over seeing people like not hit their goals with their courses. And it's, again, a lot of times because you're putting, as they say, the cart before the horse, and you're trying to scale up before you ever even have the course sold. Right? So forget about the packaging again. Forget about, like, yes, make it professional, but don't spend so much time, money, and energy on high-end production, right? Or high-end anything that has to do with scaling, like hosting platforms. All that stuff is scaling stuff. That's stuff that you focus on later. All right. You need to be focused on pre-selling your courses first and making sure that the content that you're actually including is going to be getting somebody results. How do your students execute as they flow through your course? What's going on, Jonathan? It's good to see you. Brady, hey. What's going on, Tiny Bot? Hello. It's 1:46 p.m. Okay, cool. You might be Central Time. I am in the Northeast in the US. So yes, 2:46 where I am, 2:47 now. But it's good to see y'all on. I appreciate y'all. Again, I needed to bring this real quick. Again, I like to bring very practical, and that's another pro tip for your courses. Like, make it practical, okay? Aside from, like, again, trying to make it pretty, doing all the templates in Canva, like, it's just too much going on. You need to sell the course and give your students and clients that are coming through practical advice that they can implement. When I say practical advice, I mean stuff that they can put into practice, put into action now. How many times have you gone through a course and you're looking for, okay, what's the homework? What do I actually get to do? What is the next step? And don't make it so, somebody said something to me this weekend. I was talking to them and they were like, okay, let me take it back to kindergarten. And I was like, hold on. They were explaining something and I was like, it was my mom, okay? And I was like, Mom, like, you are not about to play me like that, talking about like you got to explain something like I'm a kindergartner. All right. But I didn't take offense to it, but I was like, don't play me. And so we had a good laugh about it. But she's like, that's not what I meant. What I meant is like, maybe I have to explain it in a different way so that you understand what I'm saying. And that's always been my life, right? Like, I'm a very curious person. I always ask questions. I used to get in trouble for asking questions growing up because I asked so many, because I always wanted to know how things worked, why they worked. And it's not like my mom and dad were mad at me, right? But they were like probably frustrated because they didn't have all the answers and none of us do. And so I can imagine how much like I frustrated them just trying to figure stuff out, like just asking questions all the time. And so you don't want that to necessarily be the case inside of your courses. I say all that to say, no one wants to be in a kiddie pool. Okay, no one wants to have to take it back to kindergarten. Like, you just don't want to feel like that, right? We want to feel like, as high performers, high achievers especially, we got it figured out. But please keep in mind, as your students and clients are flowing through your course, they may need to hear something in different ways throughout your courses, but do not give them information that is played out, okay? Or exercises and practical tips or homework where they feel like they're in the kiddie pool. All right. Like, you need to be giving your content, not fluff. You need to be giving your content the thing that they signed up for, like the je. Okay, you need to be making sure it's not about the pretty stuff. It's not about Canva templates. It's about what is it that's going to help them execute so they get results. That's the piece that this episode is about. Okay, it's results. It can be pretty all day long. We don't let's forget that for a second. Okay, it's pretty great. But if your clients and students aren't getting results inside of your program, you're not going to be able to sustain selling that, because they're going to say we didn't get results. They're either not going to finish the course, so you're not going to have access to testimonials, okay, or how they felt about going through the class. And when you do your courses right, your clients and students rave about it. You don't even have to ask for a testimonial. They will automatically give you testimonials during your coaching calls, your accountability check-ins, right? They'll talk about it online to their friends, their family, like their followers, okay, whoever it is that they're interacting with, their clients. That happens all the time. I've had clients and students of mine refer their clients and students to my program. Like, when they're ready to create courses and they finish their course, they're like, oh yeah, this is who helped me create my course, right? And I don't have to ask for those things. It's nice to ask, or you should ask. Best practice is you ask, okay? However, when you do it right, you don't have to ask. And so that is about getting people results. That's the thing. So more than it looking pretty, more than the Canva templates or whatever it is that you're using, more than I gotta buy a special piece of equipment or camera, I gotta set up a studio and have the lights and all that stuff. Like, more than that, your clients and students care about the results. They're not even, because you can use your iPhone. Lots of my clients and students use their iPhones to record their courses, okay, or their laptops, whatever it is. Like, they use Zoom, some people use Google Meet, okay, like other platforms are out there. Like, stop overthinking this. Stop trying to make it so extra and focus on, you could do that later. Focus on getting students results. First, sell the course, because you got to have students to help them get results, right? So sell the course first, help those folks flow through your program, get the results. Also, leave opportunities for your students to provide feedback so that they are, and throughout the time that they're taking the course, so that they are developing this course with you. So you can ensure that the next students that flow through that course are also going to be able to get results, and even better results. This happened to me as I have created my courses. Initially students were seeing somewhere between 5 and 10 grand in about 6 weeks or so, right? And this is back in 2018, 2019, when I first started this program. And then today, students are seeing results in as little as, they're seeing 5K to 10K in 24 hours, okay? 24 hours. Most of them, I will say, about 85% of them start to see return on investment, 5K to 10K within about 21 days, 21 to 28 days, right? The time just keeps getting shorter and shorter, because the process that I use inside of my programs continues to be refined over and over and over again. It's a refining process. And so that's the piece I want you to focus on. And again, I get a lot of client students from referrals. The best piece of advertising, marketing content you could ever have is going to be the testimonials from your students and clients that flow through your courses, and not just very surface level testimonials. I'm talking about in-depth testimonials, case studies, like best pieces of marketing content you could ever have, because it shows that your process works, the people are getting results, and those folks will go out and refer your services to other people who could use what it is and benefit from what it is that you're teaching. So instead of focusing on scaling, focus on selling and getting people results. Okay, if you're creating a course right now, I'm telling you, don't focus on that high tech, high quality, high production, I should say, because yes, we want high quality, but the high production, like, it's just not necessary. You do not need that. Okay, you need to sell it. And if somebody is trying to sell you something, because I mean, people have businesses, they want to sell their products and services. So if someone's trying to sell you equipment or trying to sell you something that has to do with anything other than, and you're creating a course and this is your first time, they're trying to sell you anything other than this is how you get students results and this is how you pre-sell the course, then it might not be the right time to invest in those things. And I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money, but I am trying to help you save time, energy, and money, okay? Because I invested in things ahead of time when I first started, and it wasn't time for me to invest in those things. It took me time, energy, and more money to try to dig myself out of what I had already invested in. And I felt like at the time, high performer, high achiever here, I had to just keep going. It's kind of like going to the gym and lifting weights, right? Like, it's the ego, and your brain is like, I don't want to take the weights off because now I got the weights on. So I'm just going to try to struggle and lift it. And it's like, no, your form is so much more important than how heavy the weights are. So the same thing with your courses, your clients and students, your business, okay? Your form is so much more important than the mistakes that you've made in trying to save face, okay? So if you haven't already invested in those high level things that are supposed to be used to scale your courses, again, funnels, ads, even your website. If you have a website, great. But you do not need a website if you don't have one to start selling your courses. You can invest in those things and rebranding and resituating those things after you have students and clients enrolled. They will pay for you to take the time to do that. Okay. And that's the thing about money. I said this in another episode. I'll link it somewhere above my head once this is over. But I talked about money being able to buy back time. That's the whole point. And so you don't have to expend so much time, money, and energy working on things that aren't bringing you the things that we talked about, pre-sales or results for your clients and students. Okay. So I just want to put that here. All right. Mentees in the building. What's going on, Mentee? Goddess T. Marie says, hi. Woohoo. I caught it live. I'm excited that you are here. I know you're always trying to catch them and often catch the replays. So I love seeing my mentees in the building. It's good to see you. What's going on, Sierra? I love to see you here, and I'm excited that you're here. But I need to bring that real quick. What's going on, IG? I see y'all on as well. It's exciting to see you guys too. If you missed this live and you need to catch it from the beginning, please go back and watch the replay. If you're watching the replay, let me know what time it is, where you currently are watching from. I love to see the global reach of these episodes. Look, y'all, do I need another cup of coffee or what? Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like button, and bell notification so you know when more episodes like this drop. Other than that, I'm out of here. That's all I have for today. Dropping some gems because I just don't want to see people build out their courses the wrong way, waste time, money, and energy like I did when I first started. It's not necessary. And if I can save somebody, okay, time, money, and energy from doing and making the same mistakes that I made, then that's what I'm here for. And so that's why I love doing these lives and interacting with you all. Okay. So again, focus on two things, pre-sales and results, not all the extra like camera. I still have a Canon camera that I used maybe once or twice, and not even for I use it like to test the photo quality, and I bought it when I first started my courses. It's still in the case. I've never used it to film any videos okay, for my courses. I've never used it. A lot of the things that I thought I needed, a teleprompter, spent like $400-$500 on a teleprompter when I first started. Don't need it. For what? I'm telling you, you can get this done with your cell phone, okay? You don't need a fancy hosting platform. You can use a free one, all right, if you want to host your course, or you don't have to host your course. So shameless plug, if you want to find out more about how to do all this without doing the extra stuff, how to sell before you scale, go to jumpfirstacademy.org to get started, okay? Again, it's jumpfirstacademy.org to get started. There are secrets over there that you are going to want to hear if you want to save yourself time, money, and energy before you get your courses created. If you've already created your course content, but you're struggling to get clients, the answers are, again, at jumpfirstacademy.org. Wherever you are in that journey, the whole process, the whole system, the whole methodology that I use inside of my high-level programs is laid out at jumpfirstacademy.org. Once you get there, it's 30 minutes, no fluff, for you to catch the training. There are free resources to help you implement along the way. There are also paid resources to help you implement along the way. You determine your pathway to success. Okay, I always say that. So if you want to grab the free resources, cool. If you want the paid resources because you are ready to go faster, cool. Okay, jump in either way at jumpfirstacademy.org. The link is in the description. And if you need, or if you know somebody who is interested in courses, creating courses, or they need some inspiration and not to do things backwards, all right, to sell before they scale, send them this episode, send them this video. And again, hit that subscribe button, like button, bell notification, so you know when new episodes like this drop. Know that I appreciate each and every one of you who has tuned in, all right, for being here. Again, if you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. All right, I'm happy to have all of y'all here. Goddess T. Marie says, great work, coach. I appreciate you. I'm so excited. I love seeing my mentees in the building. So yeah, I was just talking about them. Again, this is like the fruit of the results, like that, because you put in the work as a coach and mentor. I'm just gonna leave this here. These are the kinds of things, like, you don't have to request, you don't have to ask your people to show up for you. They show up for you because you are helping people get results. Help people. All right, that's the name of this game. Help people. Just help people. All right, I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all, and I will catch y'all back here next time. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye, y'all.